separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis. But the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, the Ducks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Beavers offense will have first crack at this one. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively, and we've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it, and it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about, listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Wells. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Oregon's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Stewart. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds.
Oh, he's got some space. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the catch. It's Benson. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Oh, what a caught. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the Ducks with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Whittington. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Wells. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. and some room to work. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Unloads it left. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Walker. And the Beavers in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Beavers are marching down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Murphy. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off-play action on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Unloads quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looking to throw again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll leave it with him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. They'll run the option. The pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Still running at the 40. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Offense now working in the red zone. On the run, it's Whittington. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Throwing right. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line. Set up with a red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Whittington. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Murphy. Got his man in the middle. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And you've already set your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Caught behind the line. It's Benson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Using the quick game. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease, it's Hatcher. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. After the run, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying play action. The sure hands, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the 1st down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that 1st.
He now has 80 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught on the outside, it's Card. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. To the air on second down. Works the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Beavers will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Johnson looking to throw. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They boot it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.